Hi guys, this is the Specna Arms H20 Edge. First of all the metal components being everything except for the included foregrip, pistol grip and stock. Everything else you've got on the gun's metal, including the included HK style sights, the barrel, flash hider, rail system, receivers, everything. I've changed a couple of parts on here and obviously added some accessories, being the PEQ box the thumb rest, the T1 style sight, as well as the ambidextrous mag release and sling plate, and the obvious changes on the top one being the pistol grip and the stock as well. Both these guns are the SH20, sorry, but I extended the barrel on the top one just because I had the in and outer barrels laying around. I wanted a slightly longer rifle because I didn't have this one at the time. I've had the top rifle for about a year now. It's one of the ones that came out when they first released. I had quite a few problems with the trigger unit, but they're all pretty much resolved now. The bottom one, this being the newer version, has the flat hop as well as the kind of flat trigger, and I've had zero issues so far with it. I've only played with it once in a day, however, so some issues may arise, but nothing at the moment. And they seem to have fixed the trigger issues that the original one had, as well as the performance actually being very good and better than the one as well. So this is the newer bronze one, which is slightly more expensive than the black one, but not too much. I'm not sure, so I bought this both from Patrol Base. I'm not sure if they've updated or they've got new stock of this one in, so it actually has the updated trigger as well as the flat hop and a few other improvements in my opinion, because they definitely sound a lot different at the beginning. I had to change parts on the top one, mostly being the gears, but this one sounds far better, and I'll show you that now. I've got just an 11-1 stick LiPo. It's not fully charged unfortunately, but you'll get a good idea of what the gun sounds like. That is with 20 milliseconds of pre-cocking, nothing too much. I have the same on the top one as well. Just go over a couple of the features. Obviously we have the adjustable stock, being the large HK almost elephant stock. I've put a bit of tape just on the inside just to stop it wobbling quite so much. It doesn't wobble very much, but just a little bit. You also have the pistol grip, being a nice kind of tan plastic, and the other one had the same pistol grip and it appears to be exactly the same. Then we have the nice metal receiver with the engraved markings. There's not many markings on this, but it's pretty much the only one, and they look quite nice, better than just being painted on. And here you can see the ambidextrous mag release. We also have the bolt release, which you pull back the enlarged charging handle, hold the bolt. I actually had my hammer at that time, and you can just click it, release it. It doesn't have a very good click to it. I also don't like the grey metal they've used for the dust cover, the actual bolt itself, as well as the pins. I personally think they're a bit cheap looking and feeling, and they kind of stand out as not looking that great on a otherwise good looking gun. We also have the bronze rail. As you can see, I've got a few rail covers on there. It's quite a nice colour, although the finish you can see, not over on the camera but in person, there are a few kind of marks on there that were there originally, and also there's a few that have appeared since I used it, so there's that pellet mark just there. The foregrip it comes with is also quite nice, it's quite sturdy. I have a couple of others, the same one that I use on other guns. Obviously the fire selector being normal, it's safe, semi and full auto, although if you have the programming card, you can either program it by the trigger or also plugging it into a laptop or phone using the Bluetooth link or the USB link. You can change the fire selector settings from all sorts depending on what firmware you have. Obviously this comes with the basic one as standard. But you can change pretty much everything about it, and also look at how many pellets you fired, voltages and things like that as well. But it depends if you choose to upgrade and pay to get the better firmware on the Aster. Overall, I've used the top one quite a few times, and it's performed very well, although there were quite a few issues with it originally, but they seem to have ironed out all of these with the new release of it. Obviously it comes with two mid-cap mags. These are quite nice. I use very similar ones normally, and every mag that I've tried in this has worked perfectly. on contrary to the other Specna Arms bullets I showed, which had to do a compatibility video for mags because so many of them didn't work, which is unfortunate. Also, you have the rotary hop chamber in there as well, being a different one to what's in the H04, which fortunately means it works. Overall, I'd recommend getting this gun, as well as the black version. However, I'm not sure if they have the newer versions of the black one yet, because they haven't updated the photos or the descriptions on them very well. So hopefully, if you did buy just the plain black one, it would also have the newer flat hop that's in here, as well as the trigger and other kind of improvements. When I was using it, the hop you have to apply quite far on before it starts to apply much in the way of hop. So I was using 2.5s and it came out at 298 FPS, which is about 340, which is a very nice power. But I feel like if you had to use any heavier BBs, I don't think it would be able to hop them very far, because the hop up wheel is pretty close to its end of adjustment. So I don't think you can get much heavier BBs than 2.5s. I think I'd be do fine with 2.8s, maybe 3s, but nothing more than that, because I don't feel you'd be able to have enough adjustment to actually hop them properly. Although the actual hop itself did work very well, and there was very nice range and accuracy, better than this one here, which has a steel 603 type ball, as well as a maple leaf hop rubber. I found it has a fair bit of variation, especially when it gets to a bit further out, where some of the pellets seem to be flying slightly off, like flyers almost, which may be as a slight nick in the hot roll or something, but it's a bit unfortunate. Thank you for watching this quick review. I'll do some further videos on the gun as well once I've had a bit more chance to test it. Stay tuned for this. Thanks.